something weird happened in this episode. I can't explain it. Stick around, you'll see what I mean. In the meantime, subscribe to Dirt Capsule Studio and ring the subscription bell. Follow me on Facebook, and also I have a Patreon now, and also at midnightamerican.com, and become an agent of trust. Okay, let's get going. Today, we're going to have some fun. I'm going to draw some caricatures for you. Okay, I'm not a caricature artist, but I'm going to attempt to draw Dwayne Johnson, Scarlett Johansson, and our wonderful President Biden as we discuss how to turn your flaws into strengths. Even the most beautiful people in the world think they have a flaw that everyone notices, and maybe they do. Okay, but the worst flaw that you can have is an internal one where you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. Okay, that's unattractive. Okay, confidence makes a person more attractive. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on here today. And I got 3 tactics to turn flaws into strengths instantly. Okay, the first one is used by comedians to be more relatable and appealing and funny and all that, and that is self-deprecation. If they have an obvious flaw, you feel self-conscious about it, you beat them to the punch, you make a joke about it. So if you have an obvious flaw, you feel self-conscious, you show them it's no big deal, you acknowledge it, and then you have like a little subtle joke in the can ready to go. Okay, and don't make it like self-pity, because that just makes everyone uncomfortable. Make it something you're proud of. It's your brand. It's what makes a person unique, whatever it is. A person who's secure with themselves will move up in the attractiveness scale 1 or 2 points at least, okay? But you got to make that shift to just be cool. Okay, like Dwayne Johnson. You got to just be cool. He's got that smile. He's got that confident way, right? Does it look like Dwayne Johnson? Did I at least get it close? Okay. Give me a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you think. I had to give him that, do you smell what the Rock is cooking eyebrow? Even though that's not in the reference photo, but it's what I always remember. And I think it's part of his character to me. Okay, so we move on to Scarlett Johansson and the second approach. Number 2, make your flaws part of your style, okay? People who are looking for perfection in someone else are boring. People who love character in others, those people are more fun to be around. So don't be a blank slate. Experiment with looks and styles, accessorize your flaws, and make them an art. Own your flaws in full, and others will find you more cool and attractive. And, you know, this reminds me of a story. When I was in high school, there was a girl I had a crush on during my junior and senior year. And actually, we were pretty good friends, but she was out of my league. At least I thought she was, and I could never build the confidence to really ask her out. I thought it would maybe make it weird and all that anyway. But halfway through the senior year, she started dating this guy who looked so much like me that people would get us mixed up. And they'd say, "Hey, aren't you dating?" And I'd be like, "No, that's that other guy." And they stayed serious throughout the rest of the year, and I kind of missed out because I never tried. And, you know, I probably could have lived with being turned down, but I never tried because I believed I wasn't good enough, because I let my external flaws affect me internally and create internal flaws. And looking back, I was better looking. Okay, I was probably more talented and fun and funnier and definitely more humble. Okay, I had more going for me, but that amounts to shit. Okay, if you have these internal emotional flaws, they'll be destructive in your life, and they'll keep you from doing things that could change everything. Now, I'm happy, don't get me wrong. I'm glad things went the way that they did, because I really love who I'm with right now. I wouldn't have wanted things to go any different, but you know, it still stings a bit that I didn't try. That's all I'm saying. So, does it look like Scarlett Johansson? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll move on to our wonderful president. He's such a great dude. Number 3, get out of your head. Quit making it about you. Be more interested in others. You'll be happier, you'll be less depressed, and you'll be a more interesting person yourself, because everyone loves to talk about themselves. So if you want to be instantly likable, despite your flaws, make the conversation about their interests and just be entertaining and engaging and have fun, unless you're a raging narcissist. Totally unlike our current president, of course. The most popular president ever to be elected. And to doubt this in any way means you probably need to get a little more self-aware. Check out my video, Journey to Know Yourself. I'll put a link in here someplace and you can work on that. And remember, self-deprecation. Don't take yourself so serious. Get out of your head. Have a genuine interest in others. Make your flaws part of your style. And always keep in mind, there are people, forces, organizations who don't want you to hear this kind of information because they don't want you to be strong and confident. They want you to be flawed and weak and inferior.
Who's there?